G'day, and thank you for stopping by today. Welcome back to my crafty space. I'm Mel, and this is Mel's Crafty Paper Place. Today is another installment on the whole kit and caboodle with Ginger's Corner. She has a lovely playlist which I will link in the description box below for you to click on, and it will just play heaps of inspiration for you to use your whole kit up. Lots of different projects on there. Some of them I think I'm just going to have to scrap lift with my next kit. But today I wanted to show you what else I managed to get made with my kit. I didn't record a process video for this one because I wasn't really sure it was going to turn out. And I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough stuff, to be honest. But I knew I had a lot. So this one was inspired by one of the layouts I think Candy Shalepi did in the kit, in the book. Where are we? Yeah, this one here. Which is a lovely little layout. Didn't think I would have enough to do this one, to be honest. So I am surprised that I did. I really did. Mine obviously is a little bit different because I used a white background. I used I think I used 2 pages, but they weren't whole sheets left because I had no whole sheets left after I made my folio. So they were all pieces. Some were quite large, like this bubble paper here was quite large. Now, Mr. Turtle and Mr. Upside Dolphin there, he's not actually staying there. Mr. Little Dolphin is going to go up over here. And my photos are going to go here. I'm not sure whether I will just use beachy photos, and maybe not from, I haven't got many photos left from the trip that I have been using my whole kit for. So I will have to doubly check. Maybe I'll just use doubles. I'm not sure yet. But I ripped up my bubble piece, and then I had another thin piece about this wide, and I ripped it in 3 to just put a little bit more layers through the layout. And I've actually joined it here. You'll see the different colour here. It is 2 pieces, and that will go under my photo anyway. My tail is not glued down yet, so, and these are my little burlap strips from my previous kit are not glued in either. They may move. I may move one down here and one, I'm not sure yet, but I thought I would just get everything together and use as much as I could, because I still had a lot of sticker sheet. I had 2 whole sticker sheets, and I used a lot in, I used 2/3 of my stickers sheets in my folio albums. I really used a lot, but I still had, and I did have in my mind, I thought, well, if I these coral stickers were too big to use in the folio. I'll show you one of them. Where did I put it? Well, they're sort of too big. They were these ones here. I had 2 of these, and the other one, what did I do with that one? The other side, oh, here. There was 2 of these because I had 2 stick sheets. There was 2 of those. And because they were quite wide, I was very limited to where I could put them. So I used 1 of each in the folios, obviously. And then the other ones I just sort of butted together here with a die cut piece in the middle poking up from behind the shelly thing there. And then I just layered some shells and starfish around, and just use little bits and pieces that I had left. I also put a piece of netting in there as well, so there is a little bit of netting. I've glued all this down, so this is not going to go anywhere. I've popped a turtle, I've glued him in there, and this little turtle I had floating around. I thought, yes, I'll use you as well. Little bits of die cut bubbles, I've popped them in. And once again, I used the stamp. I'm not sure how much of this stamp is actually going to show once I've put my photos, but I am going to try and keep my photos relatively small. So hopefully that will work. and then I did the stamp down the bottom. I was determined to use that stamp as much as possible because I really, really like it. So then I will have another turtle to pop around. He's just going to go over this way somewhere like that. And then the whale's tail will go over the photos, the bottom of the photo as well. And that's another, so that's like 7 layouts that I've made out of this kit. I am so happy with how much I have got out of it. Now, after I made these with my big scraps, I then still had some small scraps, and I had 5 by 5 or 5.5 square sheets. So then I decided, right, what else can I make? Because I didn't really want to make any more layouts. I've kind of nearly finished all my photos, and I'm like, nah, I want to do something different. So I followed a tutorial by Pink Strawberries, Michelle at Pink Strawberries. She makes a lot of little flip books, smaller, like flat mail and that to send to your friends, and yeah, like just little things. They're really cool, really love it. And also Septeria 18, also here in Australia, Sandy, she does too, and they're just lovely. I love them. And I thought, great, I'll try and use some scraps and I'll make one of those. So this is what I've done, and I'm going to use it maybe to send as a giveaway, maybe, or as to send some ephemera to my sister. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. So this one has a little pocket here. I've got a little, let me use a little piece of cardstock just so you can see. So this one has a little, and it's about 5 wide by 5.5 tall. Has a little pocket here, just there, where you can pop a little something in. Opens up. This page is pretty free, this one. I didn't have any pockets on this one. And then I've popped a pocket here, which is quite deep because I stuck this little scrap of paper underneath this one. I just overlapped it 1/4 inch with tape to make my pocket deeper, so it's nice and deep. Like you'll fit a substantial something in there. Sometimes, and I have done this before, is where I've made these little flip books and I have popped chocolates, face masks or lip masks and that, like, and sent it as a gift. I wrapped a ribbon around it, big bow on the front, and I've even, on these little pockets, I've bought flat hair clips and I have popped them on there as part of the gift. Hairbands to go around. I've just wrapped the whole hairband around the booklet and that. So I really like to think outside of the box and use it in different ways. This one here, I had a long page piece left of this beautiful shell paper, so I just made a little pull out there and another little pocket on the inside there. I don't really like this side. I don't really like this side of this paper. I love the other side, but I'm not fussed on this. It's a realistic one and I'm not into that. I like the fakey artist drawn one. And then I got some turtles inside. And then that page is actually joined to the next one, and it makes a pocket, a top loading pocket at the top. So I will be adding this to a white piece of cardstock, and I will put a ribbon that will come out of the top of that one to pull that out. Because I'm not sure whether she might like to keep it as to put photos in as well. So I'm not sure if I'll maybe make some white place sets like for like putting photos on. I may do that yet. I haven't really decided, but I just wanted to use my scrap paper and I wanted to utilize it as much as I could, and I made another pocket there just for that little piece, because that piece, well, that's how wide it was, and then it was like like 1/2 inch longer, so it just utilized them very well. I did have to make some more score lines along here just to help it bend a little bit too. So this piece comes over here, and I extended the little pocket so that goes quite deeply there, goes right down to that fold line. So that's almost, you know, 2.5 to 2 3/4 inches maybe. So it's quite deep, and I put this paper on the inside, so when you put something inside, it's smooth on the inside, nothing's going to catch. Because if I'd have put this piece of paper on the outside, what you put inside will catch on this lip all the time. So that's why I left it on the outside. Might look a little bit odd, but I'm like, nah, I'll just go with it. And then on the back, I also put a nice deep pocket there as well. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to put in there, but yeah. So I made a little flip book, and I really like it. It's just a lovely little size, nice and thick. Well, nice, and you can put stuff in it so it'll expand out a little bit. Like, it'll pop out. You can wrap a ribbon around the whole thing, and it'll hold together quite nicely. It's a lovely size, a lovely weight. Really fun little project. Didn't take long. I really like my little lots of photos. You can put photos in there if you wanted to. So like, it just gives you a little bit of, even if you, yeah, if she doesn't want to use the ephemera or whatever that I send in this, you can take it out. And I may, yeah, like I said, just put some white, I'm probably not going to put booklets, but I'll probably just put photo mats in there. Probably is what I'll do. Just to give it a use once she's finished, otherwise she's just left. I mean, she could do that herself anyway, but yeah, just send it so it's like a gift. So that's another project that I made. And my last project that I have made with this kit is I made some cards, 2 cards with my leftovers. So these are my last pieces that I have with this collection. So I did put some little bits on the back just to utilize those. A little bit different than I normally make, but it helps make the cardstock a little bit more sturdy. So I did put that on back. I did another banner on the inside to use the strips that were left over, and then the little turtles on the back, and then a little saying. So that's really cute. It says, the sea, once it casts its spell, holds one in its net of wonder forever. And then what I'm going to do at the front is I have a little bit of the stickers left, the border stickers, so I'm going to pop them up there. I will have, maybe I might even put, I've got a little sea urchin here, so I may pop that up and pop my sentiment across that with a turtle or such on there or whatever, because I have just a few little embellishments left, not many. So yeah, I will keep those in my stash. I'll finish them off a little bit more. I've got that inside, and I like to put some paper on the inside of my cards, not only to decorate it, but it just stiffens up your card so it's a lot more sturdy. Especially when you mail them here, it's very rough handling in the mail, and it just helps it survive and get to the other end. This one says, life begins at the end of your comfort zone or under the sea. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'll finish that. And that's all I have got left. I've got, where is my scraps? Let me show you my scraps. I do have scraps, but I think they're all just going to go in the bin. This is it. I may put, you know how I'm going to do the photo mats for the little flip book? I might use a couple more scraps on there, and that will be it. A lot of this, little teeny tiny bits there, I'm just going to pop those in the bin, but that's from 24 sheets of scrapbook paper. That's all I've got left, and pretty much, yeah, I'm not even sure I'm going to use it for that, because I think I'm just going to recycle these. And what I'm going to probably use on my photo mats is the sayings and that from the strips, because they have beautiful little sayings on, so I do like to put those on the back of the photo mats, so you have your photo on one side and then a lovely saying on the back. So yeah, I'll probably use some of those because they're lovely, and I've got those left. I've only got 1, 2, 4, I've only got 5 of those, and I do have a couple of sayings that's on the sticker sheet. A couple of these I don't really like. Anyone who thinks the sky's the limit has limited imagination. Like, I don't really like that saying. That one I'm just going to toss. I don't really like that one. I know what it's saying, but I don't like it. That one's a little bit like rude. Not rude, but I just don't like it. So I'm going to pop that in the bin. I'm actually probably just going to recycle this. I think that's going to go in my recycle bin. There we go. Done. And these little strips I'll put at the top of my cards. A couple of these, my turtles border strips also I will put on the back of the photo mats, and the fishies. The fishies are so cute. This I'll probably throw in the bin. I do have one lonesome turtle there. I have one sticker turtle, and that's all out of the 2. That one's finished. So that one's going to go in the rubbish as well. Well, in the rubbish. That one I don't think is recyclable. So that will go in there. My ephemera, which is all that I have left, this will go on the front of my cards. And there's not that much there. There's these anchors I think I'm going to put with another collection. It just seems to suit that other collection a bit better than this one. I'm not even sure. I don't know. They just didn't seem to fit this one very well. So I am going to put those with another collection. There's 3 anchors. I think it will suit it a lot better. And that's all I have. I have 3 turtles, a little piece of a border, a die cut that I did, another die cut that I did, and then a few of these. I got like 5 of these. And that's it. That's all my ephemera, and that will get used on the front of my cards and on the back of the photo mats. That's all used. I do have some little pearls left. These again will probably go on the front of my cards. I may even put extra glue these on the front of the folios, and probably throughout the rest of, go back through my layouts and add some more. I do sometimes do that just to make sure that I've got plenty. So I will use all of those. What else have I got? These I'm just going to keep just in case, but I don't think I'm going to use them. What else do I have left? Oh, I have a little piece of netting, which I'm thinking I'm going to pop on the front of my card as well with a little bit of texture. Just cutting out a rough circle or square just to utilise on the front of my card, so that will get used as well. I have a little bit of bamboo, which I'm going to put with another kit. That's pretty special, but I think I'm just going to put it with another kit. If I don't use it for bordering my photos on that last layout, I may use it for that, but it might be a little bit small for that. But I do have another packet of this with another kit, so I'll probably put that in there. These are from another kit, they're not from this one. What else do I have from left over from this kit? I don't think I have anything. I'm just looking, do I have cardstock? No, I think I have one piece of blue cardstock maybe that I gutted one with, so I do have that, but that's just going to go back into my cardstocks because that's not really count. I just count, I only count patterned paper. I cheat. I have a little bit of vellum left, I think, but it's a whole sheet. So because I had almost 2 collections of this, I'm like, that's okay. I'll just keep that as vellum. Kind of like cardstock. You just pop it back pop it in with something else or into my stash. I don't have anything else. I'm just looking. There is nothing here in my box that actually goes to this kit. I think maybe this piece of burlap, I think maybe it was in this kit. That's all that's left. Oh no, tell lies, look, there's a piece. That'd be really nice to pop on the photo, actually, the photo with the whale tail, 1 burlap and 1 bamboo. So I'll probably use that for that. That's the stencil that came with this kit, which I didn't end up using, but that's okay. I really like the stamp. I used the stamp more than this one. That's it. These are all pieces that I brought in from previous kits, and they're not actually from this kit. I don't have anything in here. That's just my muslin that I keep. I have like some rice paper sort of stuff, but that was from something else. That's all from other things. That's all from other kits, which I just put here just in case I mightn't use it. Oh, that's my adhesive bamboo. So that's all gone except for that little bit. That's from the previous kit, which I brought in. I ended up using a bit of that, actually. Where did I use that? I think I used that in my folio. I think. So, yeah. Or on a layer or something. That's it. Oh, the only other thing I have, actually, that I didn't use, but I will use on the front of my cards, and this is not even from this kit, this is from the previous kit, but I will use like a best wishes because it's the right colour and that kind of thing. So I might even put a couple of these on the inside of the cards or that. So I may use a little bit of that, but this is actually from the previous kit. That's not even from this one. I don't think we had cutout sheets for these kits when these were in 2018. We didn't have those, so that's not from this kit. I've used everything. I think there might be twine, maybe. That's it. All Dunskies. Can you see in there? I have used, these are all little bits from last kit, so I am going to go right through that box and I will sort that right out. But yeah, a piece of burlap. I don't really know what I'm going to do with that. I'm not sure. That might just go on the side if I cut a shape out of it or something like that. But otherwise, that's it. I have killed that kit. That's it, folks. I would really like to thank you for joining me on this journey of using the whole kit and Caboodle. And thank you to Ginger for inviting us along to play with her, because it has been really, really fun. As I said before in my other videos, there is a link in the description box below and you will find the playlist there. And I hope to see you again one day with the whole kit and Caboodle, because it's a really fun challenge. I really, really like it. And I will be back again with a new project very, very soon. And thank you so much for stopping by today. If you really like my videos, I'd really love a little thumbs up. That'd be really appreciated. But until next video, I'll see you then, and I'll see you soon. Thank you very much. Bye for now. Bye-bye.